Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below as we are looking at Game 3 coming your way after the Tigers took 2 victories on the road against the heavily favored Dodgers, who now come to Comerica Park in a must-win situation here. Game 3 is ahead. Tarek Skubal will be on the hill for the Dodgers, squaring off against Clayton Kershaw, one of the best in the business. So the Dodgers, again, going to have to try and get the bats going. As in this one, it's going to be the young left-hander Tarek Skubal coming at him. He pitched very well in his first start of the postseason with a whip of 1.23. He gave up 6 hits and 2 walks over 6 2/3 and just 1 run allowed. So if he can repeat that, the Tigers would absolutely love it. First pitch of the ball game, VR swings at a breaking ball, hits a routine grounder to third, so 1 away, and now we look at the Dodgers lineup as it's going to be VR at first, Jacob Amaya DHing, Seager and Bellinger third and fourth there, and then Hosey at third, Peters in center, Ruiz catching, Chad Pinder in left, and Michael Busch playing second base. Next batter is Amaya. He's down on strikes, chasing a 2-seamer off the plate there, and then it's Corey Seager. 1-1 pitch to him is up the middle and finds its way through for a 2-out single, and the Dodgers have their first base runner of the ball game. Then it's Cody Bellinger. 1-1 pitch to him is hit to third. Noisy handles and sends it on to second for the final out of the inning. So a good start for Skubal, and now it's going to be Clayton Kershaw, one of the best in the game, the second best left-handed starting pitcher in Dodgers history, as it's impossible to say that anybody in the history of the game is better than Sandy Koufax, at least in terms of left-handed pitchers. But Kershaw has a history of his own, and he's looking to get things started here as Les Delevsky lifts one into center field. That's going to be handled for the first out, and now we'll take a look at the Tigers lineup rather, as it's Delevsky in center, Goodrum at short, Bert Kohler at first, Judge in right, Santana in left, Walker will DH, Noisy at third, Davy Grion catching, and Royce Lewis batting ninth and playing second base. Next up is Nico Goodrum, and on a 3-1 pitch, he gets one to hit, but hits a hard ground ball right at Seager, and that's going to be the second out. Then it's Bert Kohler, 3-2 pitch. He was ready for that slider down and away and able to lay off for ball 4, and that'll bring up Aaron Judge with 2 down. 0-2 pitch to him. He's out in front and rolls over it. That's going to be a 6-4 put out to end the inning, and we're scoreless after 1 here at Comerica. Cody Hosey due up for the Dodgers, and a 2-2 pitch to him is going to be up and in. That fastball gets him swinging. That's the first out. Then it's DJ Peters swinging at the first pitch. That was a hanging curve, but he got under it, and Delevsky will handle that for the second out. Then it's Keibert Ruiz. 2-2 is a slider in on his hands that he swings through for the final out of the inning, and Skubal looking to get settled in. Now on to the second. It's Domingo Santana on a 3-2 pitch, goes down and rips this into the left center field gap. Best at bat he's had all series, and he is going to be into second with a stand-up double. So an opportunity for the Tigers here early, but Lawrence Walker chases a change-up there, swings through it rather, and he is down for the first out of the inning. Then it's Sheldon Noisy popping up a 2-seamer that was very hittable there. He likes that pitch on the outside corner, but popped that one up, and that's the second out. Then it's Davy Grion down on strikes. That up-and-in fastball has been kryptonite for hitters in this postseason. And now we go to the third. It's Skubal back out there as he's going to get a routine grounder to third here to start the inning. Then it's Busch on a 1-2 pitch, is going to lift one into left center field. That ball was kind of hanging, so not the best location from Skubal, but got away with it. And now it's Jonathan VR chasing a changeup down out of the zone to end the inning. And Skubal now 3 scoreless innings of work. Now we go to the bottom of the third, and Royce Lewis starting things off. A 2-2 pitch is a back foot slider that gets him swinging for the first out, and that's the third K for Kershaw. And now it's Les Delevsky. 1-2 pitch is taken back up the middle and into center field for a 1-out single, and he's got plenty of speed, so we'll see if he tries to run. Kershaw's got a quick move to the plate, but there he goes, and he is into second with a stolen base. 2-2 was the count there to Nico Goodrum, and then he's out in front of a changeup for the second out of the inning. Now 4 Ks for Kershaw. And now Bert Kohler steps up with 2 down and swings and misses a very hittable slider there. So Kershaw strikes out the side, and through 3 innings, we are scoreless. Now on to the top of the fourth. 0-1 pitch to Jacob Amaya, and he unloads on one to left, sends it into the bullpen, and the Dodgers now out in front. First of the year, or first of the postseason for Amaya, and a 374-foot shot puts the Dodgers out in front 1-0. As you see, this was supposed to be in, but it gets way too much of the plate, and Amaya just turns on that and puts the Dodgers out in front. Now Skubal coming back to work as he's going to get a first pitch ground out here from Seager. Then it's Cody Bellinger. He takes quick care of him as he strikes him out on 3 pitches, and that'll bring up Cody Hosey, and a 2-2 pitch to him is going to get him swinging. So Skubal, good job bouncing back after the home run made it 1-0 Dodgers, and now the Tigers are going to have to answer with Clayton Kershaw still out there. Although they are driving up the pitch count. You see there at 65 pitches, number 66 gets Aaron Judge swinging for the first out of the 4th inning. Now 6 Ks for Kershaw. Then it's Domingo Santana jammed on a 3-2 pitch, but as deep as they were playing, that's going to get down for a single. So with one away, they've got a runner on, and Lawrence Walker due up. 3-2 pitch to him. They put Santana in motion, but he lifts one high into center field. Now 79 pitches for Kershaw, 2 away in the inning. And Sheldon Noisy due up. He gets one to hit and goes back up the middle for a base hit. Now first and second with 2 down. And Davey Grion due up. 0-2 pitch to him is a hanger. He rips it down the left field line, but that thing is going to hook foul. And now on a 0-2 pitch, he is down on strikes for the final out of the inning. Dodgers lead at 1-0 now as we head to the 5th, and Skubal still out there pitching well. It's DJ Peters, caught looking on the fastball up and in for the first out of the inning. That is now 7 Ks for Skubal, and he's going to come right back and get Keibert Ruiz swinging for the second out of the inning, make it 8 strikeouts. And now with 2 down, it's Chad Pinder on a 1-1 pitch, just a routine ground ball to the right side that Kohler backhands and will step on the bag. And halfway home in this one, it is 1-0 Dodgers, so the Tigers looking to get something going. 2-1 pitch to Royce Lewis is ripped into the left center field gap, but that is going to be caught for the first out of the inning. That ball was hit pretty well, but 89 pitches in, Kershaw with just 1 out in the 5th. And here's Les Daleski taking one down the left field line into the corner. He's going to turn and head for second, and a stand-up double for the speedy Dalevsky. Now a 3-2 pitch to Nico Goodrum looked like a backdoor slider that got the corner, but it is going to be ball 4 and make it first and second. Obviously, Kershaw disappointed with the call there because now 1 away, 2 on for Bert Kohler. 2-2 pitch to him is hit into left field, but he got under this one, and that will be caught for the second out. And now it's up to Aaron Judge with 2 down in the inning, and he is going to get a 1-1 pitch that he likes, but hits it hard right at Corey Seager, and that is going to do it for the Tigers in the 5th. But Kershaw now at 107 pitches after pitching 5 scoreless innings. So the Tigers certainly doing an excellent job of running up that pitch count. You see the ground ball there to start the inning, and it's 1 away. Then it's Jonathan Villar. A 2-1 pitch hit well, but a nice sliding backhanded stop from Goodrum, and he gets him for the second out. And that will bring up Jacob Amaya, who homered last time, and now on an 0-1 pitch, he beats one into the ground, and Noisy in to handle that for the final out of the inning. So Skubal, another scoreless inning there. And now we go to the bottom of the 6th. Santana is going to take one into left center field again against Kershaw, who is still out there now at 111 pitches with a runner in scoring position and nobody out, and they are sticking with him. And he gets Lawrence Walker, a hanging curve there, rips it into left, but a running grab for a huge first out there. That brings up Sheldon Noisy now with 1 away. He gets jammed on a fastball up and in, takes it into right field, deep enough for Santana to try and tag, and the throw from Bellinger is going to be offline, so now he's 90 feet away with 2 outs in the inning, and the Tigers going to turn to Brandon Dixon. So Davey Grion will take a seat, and Dixon's going to try his hand on a 1-2 pitch. He laces one into center field, but it is right at DJ Peters, handled for the final out of the inning, and Kershaw escapes danger again, but that is probably the end of the line for him at 121 pitches through 6 scoreless innings. The Dodgers have 3-4-5 due up, and Gabriel Moreno, as you see here, is going to enter the game to do the catching now. Skubal still out there, 1-1 pitch to Seager. He's going to get a ground ball to short. That's the first out. Then it's Cody Bellinger on an 0-1 pitch. Takes one the opposite way. Nice piece of hitting there, and that's going to be a double as Santana with a valiant effort to try and get him at second, but the throw is just late. So runner in scoring position for Cody Hosey. He's going to hit one back up the middle. He'll be out at first, so now 2 away, but Bellinger just 90 feet away from an insurance run for the Dodgers, but it's a swinging strikeout there on DJ Peters. And Skubal now 7 very strong innings, just 3 hits allowed, but the Tigers need to get him some run support, and the Dodgers are going to turn to Cam Bedrosian to try and prevent that as the veteran right-hander comes on, bringing a nasty slider. He has struggled in the postseason, but has been pretty good against the Tigers so far in the series. And they're going to turn to Marwin Gonzalez off the bench. 1-2 pitch to him. He hits it high into right field, and that's going to be handled by Bellinger for the first out. Then it's Les Delevsky. 0-1 pitch. He hits it into the right center field gap. It's a long run for Peters, and the ball goes off of his glove. Should have been caught. Instead, it's going to be a 2-base error, and Delevsky into scoring position with just 1 out in the inning. That is huge, and this is even bigger as Delevsky takes off and steals third, and now 90 feet away with Nico Goodrum at the plate. And Goodrum is going to hit a ground ball to first, or to the right side here, that is going to score Delevsky an unearned run. So the big error and then followed by the stolen base and a ground ball gets them their first run of the game, and we are tied at 1. Now Bedrosian is going to get Kohler to fly out to center here, but the Tigers with a huge run there to tie this ball game at 1 as we head to the 8th inning. Bottom of the order due up for the Dodgers, and Skubal staying out there. He's going to get a ground ball here as Gonzalez handles that one, and that's the first out. Now with 1 away, it's Chad Pinder. A 2-1 pitch to him is hit to shortstop, and Goodrum going to handle that one, no trouble. Now 2 down for Michael Busch, and a 2-2 pitch is going to get him looking. Tarek Skubal with 8 strong innings, and the pitch count still is sub 85 at this point, so the Tigers with a decision make whether to send him back out there in the 9th. But first, they're going to have to square off against Pedro Baez, the veteran righty coming in. Another 5.4 ERA coming in for the Dodgers, and starting things off, it's going to be Aaron Judge. Got one to hit there. It was down the middle. It was down, but somehow he gets under this thing, pops it a mile high in the air for the first out. Then it's Domingo Santana, 1-2 pitch to him. He checked his swing, but the first base umpire is going to ring him up for the second out. Now 2 away, and the Tigers going to turn to Kristen Stewart off the bench. And on a 1-1 pitch, he gets a fastball belt high down the middle and takes one deep to right field. This ball is way back, looking up as Bellinger, and that thing is gone. 2-1 Tigers now as Stewart has put them out in front here in Game 3 with the solo shot, a pinch hit home run, the biggest of his career, no doubt, as the Tigers now just 3 outs away from taking a commanding 3-game lead in the World Series against the heavily favored Dodgers. The Tigers are loving it. The Dodgers are bumming, and Sheldon Noisy going to go down on strikes to end the inning, but Baez surrenders the solo shot to Kristen Stewart. And now the Tigers just 3 outs away from a big win here in Game 3. Skubal stays out there. First batter of the inning is Jonathan Villar. Gets a hanging curve on a 0-1 pitch, takes it into left field. And now a bunt situation here, or possibly a steal situation. They're going to stick with Skubal and let him pitch to Jacob Amaya here, who is going to drop down the bunt. It's not a very good bunt. Skubal fields, but just takes a little bit too long getting rid of it. And now first and second, nobody out, as that is a crucial mistake there. And that's going to do it for Skubal. With the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up, the tying and go-ahead run are on, and Skubal now 8+ innings, just 4 hits allowed in the ball game. But he is going to exit needing some help from Tim Meza as the Detroit faithful give him a standing ovation recognizing the performance that he gave them today. But Meza's got his hands full now with the heart of the Dodgers order due up and 2 runners on base. He's shut him down the first 2 times he's faced him in the series, but he's got very little room for mistakes here in this one. And starting things off, it is going to be Corey Seager. 0-2 pitch to him. Slider off the plate. Got him swinging for a big first out. Now a double play would end it. But he's going to get Cody Bellinger swinging. And now 2 down, and they need a base hit to try and get that tying run in. And Cody Hosey swinging first pitch. Takes one into right field. Judge is under it. And the Tigers are 1 game away from a World Series victory. And for the 3rd time in the row, they have gotten some just fantastic pitching from their starter as Skubal gave them 8+ innings, just 1 run allowed, and they win this one by the score of 2-1 thanks to the solo shot from Kristen Stewart. Remember that huge error the inning before that allowed Delevsky to come around and score eventually and tie the game. And the Dodgers are in some serious trouble now as they trail by 3 games in the series. Skubal gets player of the game honors, 8 innings, 4 hits, no walks, and he struck out 10, just 1 earned in the ball game. Pedro Baez saddled with a loss after the solo homer, and Tim Meza with a masterful job closing this thing down after entering the game with 2 runners on there in the 9th, picking up a couple of strikeouts in the process. We'll take a look at the stats. It's just 4 hits and no walks for the Dodgers. They had the solo homer from Amaya that was the only damage they were able to do in the run column in this one. They struck out 12 times on the day. No hits from their 5 through 9 hitters in the entire ball game. Kershaw pitched well. You got to feel bad for him. 6 innings, no earned runs, but they drove that pitch count up, got to the bullpen, and that's where they did their damage. You got to feel bad for Bedrosian. No hits or walks allowed, but sacrificed the run there that tied the ball game, and then Baez with the solo shot that put the Tigers out in front in this one. We'll look at the Tigers' stats. Only had 7 hits and 2 walks. They struck out 9 times, but they sure made those hits count. They got 3 hits from Santana. Good day for him. 2 hits from Delevsky, scored the tying run, and then Stewart with the homer to put him ahead. 2 more stolen bases for Delevsky on the day. Skubal with the solid outing, and there you see the numbers again for Meza. Just 4 hits combined. As yet again, this Dodgers lineup is shut down, and the Tigers win it by the final of 2-1. So now, just 1 game away from their first World Series title in nearly 40 years, and we are going right back out to Comerica Park. It is Game 4 coming your way. The Tigers leading this thing 3-0, and the Dodgers with their backs to the wall. At this point, they have no room for error. The Tigers have the luxury of resting their arms in the bullpen as Balazovic will get the day off and be ready for Game 5. They are going to turn to Daniel Norris in this one, with the Dodgers sending Dustin May to the hill. Norris has 2 starts in the postseason. Across 10 innings, he's only allowed 11 hits and 1 walk. So the whip has been outstanding. He's been roughed up, though, in terms of the ERA, so that's not quite reflective of how well he has pitched. And you know that if he gets off to a really good start in this one, the Dodgers are going to have that stress factor kick in, and this is not the start that they wanted to see, as Jonathan Villar is struck out and looks just silly on an inside fastball there from Norris. That's the first out, and not the way that they wanted to start off the ball game. Next batter, Jacob Amaya. He's down on strikes as well, and the uh-oh factor certainly starting to kick in already. Next batter, Corey Seager, ground ball to short, and it's a 9-pitch inning for Norris, who is off and running. Now we take a look at the Dodgers starter. It's Dustin May, the hard-throwing right-hander. He gave up 10 hits and a walk in his only start of the postseason, but did a good job of getting out of trouble, as he only gave up 2 runs across 5 2/3 innings of work. Starting things off for the Tigers is Les Delevsky. 1-1 pitch was a fastball down the chute, but he pops it up on the infield, handled for the first out. And now we'll look at the Tigers lineup as it's Delevsky in center. Stewart will DH after hitting the home run in the last game. Kohler at first, Judge in right, then Santana, Gonzalez, Noisy, Grullon, and then Nico Goodrum batting 9th, playing shortstop. Here is Kristen Stewart, the hero from the last game. He chases a fastball way up out of the zone for the second out. Then it's Burt Kohler. 0-1 pitch is a curve that's down. He was ready for that thing and just smokes it up the middle for a 2-out single. And the Tigers have the first base runner of the ball game. 1-1 pitch to Judge. There goes Kohler, and he is into scoring position now with 2 away. And now a 2-2 pitch to Judge is a curve on the outside corner. He lifts it deep to center field, but it is a long way out there here in Comerica Park, and that's going to come up just shy of the track for the final out of the inning. So we're scoreless after 1. Daniel Norris back to work. He's going to get Cody Bellinger to hit a chopper to the right side. Long run for Nico Goodrum, but he's able to field and collect for the first out. Then it's Cody Hosey. 1-0 pitch is a ground ball to second. Gonzalez has that, and now 2 away. And DJ Peters due up. 2-2 pitch to him is a backdoor slider that he hits the opposite way. Judge able to handle that one for the final out of the inning. Domingo Santana here in the bottom of the second chases a fastball way up out of the zone for the first out. Then it's Marwin Gonzalez. Jammed on this one that was low and inside, but he takes it the other way for an infield single against the shift. So the Tigers with a 1-out base runner, and now Sheldon Noisy. Fastball up that he takes into deep right field, but just missed this one as it's going to stay in the park and be handled for the second out. Now David Grullon, 0-2 pitch to him. Fastball taken the other way, and that's going to hang up and be caught for the final out of the inning. Daniel Norris going back to the work with the bottom of the order due up, and it's Keibert Ruiz taking one the other way, and Judge able to get that one for the first out, and it's Chad Pinder. 3-1 pitch to him is a fastball, misses the outside corner for ball 4, and the Dodgers have their first base runner of the day. They're going to get aggressive here, though, and put him in motion. It's a hit and run, but he swings through one down out of the zone, and Grullon is going to gun him down for the second out. And now with 2 away, it's Michael Busch on a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on that fastball up and in, and he's down for the final out. And Norris has faced the minimum through 3 innings of work. On to the bottom of the third, Nico Goodrum chops one in front of the plate. Ruiz out to handle it, and he is going to get Goodrum by what looks to be a very small margin. The Tigers going to take a look at it but decide not to challenge, as they did just barely get him there for the first out of the inning. Now 1-2 pitch to Les Delevsky. Beautiful changeup from May there. Gets him swinging for the second out, and now 3 Ks for Dustin May. Now a 1-1 pitch to Kristen Stewart is a changeup down and in. He takes it into right field. Bellinger was playing him to pull, so he's able to cut it off and hold him to a single. Now a 1-0 to Bert Kohler is hit hard, but right at him at second, and that's going to do it for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third. So after 3 innings, we are scoreless here in Game 4 of the series. Jonathan Villar due up to start the fourth inning, and he's going to hit a ground ball to third. Noisy looked like he had a chance, but missed it, and then probably blocked the view for Nico Goodrum, who couldn't barehand it, so it's going to be a single for Villar to start the inning. Now Jacob Amaya going to watch one that gets away from Guyon, but somehow Villar does not see it and advance to second, and that's going to be important because now the next play is going to be a ground ball over to first. Don't know what happens here, but bottom line is it's first and second instead of first and third, which is going to be key because now next batter, Corey Seager, hits a ground ball that may have forced the Tigers to decide whether to go for 2 or give up the run. Now instead, it's going to be a runner on third and 2 down and bring up Cody Bellinger. And a 3-2 pitch to him. He watches a nice slider there from Norris that misses outside for ball 4. So now first and third, 2 down for Cody Hosey. But a 1-0 pitch is going to be a ground ball to second, and he's able to escape danger here. So that base running mistake by Villar probably cost the Dodgers there. And now we're scoreless as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Dustin May still dealing out there as he gets Aaron Judge swinging for the first out of the inning. Then it's Domingo Santana taking a ball high for a 4-pitch walk with 1 away. That brings up Marwin Gonzalez on a 0-2 pitch. He chases one in the dirt. That's the second out. And another strikeout for May. Then it's Sheldon Noisy chasing a cutter off the plate, and Dustin May in control as he has held the Tigers scoreless through 4 innings and starting to get locked in out there. Now DJ Peters to start off the 5th, lines one to the right side, but Gonzalez hangs on to that one for the first out. Then Keibert Ruiz, 1-1 pitch, is taken past the diving try by Kohler and into right field for a 1-out single. Next up is Chad Pinder, a 1-0 pitch to him. He turns on one down the third base line, another diving try that comes up short. And Ruiz is going to head to third and get in ahead of the throw. So now runners on the corners, 1 away for Michael Busch. And on an 0-1 pitch, he's going to chop one to short. Gonzalez unable to make the tag there, so they get the out at second, but they do not get the back end. And 1 run will come in to score, and the Dodgers are out in front 1-0. Then it's Jonathan Villar, ground ball to second. That will end the inning, but the Dodgers have taken the lead, although it's just by a score of 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the order due up for the Tigers. It's Davy Grullon down on strikes. Another strikeout for Dustin May. Give him 7 so far. Then it's Nico Goodrum, 1-2 pitch to him. Back foot slider. He's down on strikes. Now 8 Ks for May. And now it's Les Delevsky on a 3-1 pitch. He takes one down the left field line, but this is going to hang up and be caught in foul territory for the final out of the inning. Dustin May through 5 innings so far, just 74 pitches, and is in complete control out there. Jacob Amaya starts off the 6th. He's down on strikes, so Daniel Norris trying to get settled back in after surrendering the run last inning. That's his 4th strikeout. Then it's Corey Seager, chases a slider down out of the zone, give him 5 Ks now. Then Cody Bellinger, a 1-2 pitch to him, is down out of the zone. He chases that for strike 3. So Daniel Norris responds with a beautiful inning there in the 6th. Now on to the bottom half of the inning, and it's Kristen Stewart hitting one hard, but into the shift for the first out. Then Bert Kohler up the middle, backhanded try at second, but he is not going to be able to get him, so it's an infield single for Bert Kohler. And now with one away, it's Aaron Judge at the plate. There goes Kohler on a 3-2 pitch. Kohler was in motion, and he's going to go all the way to third, so it's now runners on the corners, just one out in the inning, and a chance for Domingo Santana. But a 2-2 pitch is past him for the strikeout, and a huge one there, the 9th for Dustin May, but none bigger than that one so far. And then he's going to get Marwin Gonzalez to ground out to end the inning. So the Dodgers hanging on as Dustin May now through 6 innings and 97 pitches, so he's getting close to the end of his rope. Top of the 7th, it's Cody Hosey taking one into the left center field gap, but a nice route there by Santana as he runs that one down for the first out. Then it's DJ Peters on a 3-2 pitch, chops one down the third base line, backhanded by Noisy, and he's going to get him for the second out. Then it's Keibert Ruiz, first pitch swinging, takes it back up the middle and into center field. Another hit for Ruiz, and he is on with 2 away. Now Chad Pinder on a 2-1 pitch is going to hit another ground ball to the right side, and Gonzalez has that one. And Norris has pitched 7 very strong innings. He's at 91 pitches, and that may be the end of his day as we now go to the bottom of the 7th. The bottom of the order due up for the Tigers, and it's Sheldon Noisy starting things off. A high curveball there froze him for strike 3. That is the 10th strikeout for Dustin May. Now David Grion, a 2-2 pitch, is taken into center field, but this is going to hang up and be caught for the second out of the inning. That brings up Nico Goodrum, 3-1. He's going to hit one to the right side, right into the shift, however, and that's it for the Tigers in the 7th. May now at 114 pitches, so we might be seeing the Dodgers bullpen yet again here as we now head to the 8th, and it is a 1-run ball game. Dominic Billingsley on in relief for the Tigers. He's appeared in 3 games so far in the postseason, 3 1/3 innings of work, and has not allowed an earned run. So they're hoping to keep it a 1-run ball game. And starting things off is Michael Busch just chops one in front of the plate. Grion out to get it, and he's going to get him by a half a step at first. And now we take a look at the line for Daniel Norris on the day as he pitched 7 very strong innings, 5 hits, 2 walks, struck out 6, and they will take that from him any day of the week. Now they just need to get him some run support as he is in line for a loss despite a very strong day on the hill. Next batter, Jonathan Villar. He's going to try and drop down a bunt, so Grion getting some action behind the plate, and he's going to get out and field this one and get him by a half step at first. So now 2 down in the inning for Jacob Amaya. A 1-0 pitch to him is served into right field, but that's going to hang up and be caught by Aaron Judge. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Tigers have the top of the order due up and a big opportunity to try and tie this ball game as the Dodgers are going to turn to Dylan Floro. This is an arm that they have not faced in the series, and 5.4 ERA so far in the postseason. He's going to get Delevsky on a first pitch sinker to ground out to second, so that is a huge first out. Then Kristen Stewart, 2-2 pitch, nice back foot slider there to get him swinging, so 2 up, 2 down, and now that brings Burt Kohler to the plate. He's got him down to 2 strikes, but Kohler is sitting on that slider and takes it into right field, hooks it into the corner, and he's going to head for 2 and get in ahead of the throw from Bellinger, and a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs, and Aaron Judge coming to the plate. 3-1 pitch to him is down and away for ball 4, so now it's first and second. The tying run on second and the go-ahead run on at first, and now it's Domingo Santana. He's going to draw a walk as well, so now the base is loaded and the tying run is in scoring position. Now the Dodgers are going to turn to the bullpen again here, and an interesting decision with Marwin Gonzalez coming to the plate. They are not going to bring Ken Giles on with 2 outs in the 8th. Instead, they turn to Edebre Ramos, the young right-hander who has only appeared in 1 game so far this postseason, and Dave Roberts is going to regret this one for a while as Marwin Gonzalez on a 2-2 pitch gets a fastball right down the middle and has cleared the bases with a grand slam. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 1 in Game 4 of the World Series, and he has gone grand style into the right field bleachers. A huge home run there, 393 feet. Dave Roberts and the Dodgers just cannot believe how this series has unfolded. Not just this game, but the series in general. They have been so close in every ball game and have unfortunately watched another one possibly slip away here as now they trail by 3 runs after the grand slam from Marwin Gonzalez, the biggest home run of his life. And now the Tigers are just 3 outs away from their first World Series title since 1984. Next batter is Sheldon Noisy. He got one to hit as well, but pops this one up into shallow center field. Peters able to grab that one, but now we go to the top of the ninth. The Dodgers down to their last chance, and they've got the heart of the order coming up with Seager, Bellinger, and Hosey due up, but they've got a lot of work to do, and the Tigers turn into the lefty that has shut them down the last few ball games, and Tim Meza. He's got 3 saves already in the series, looking for number 4 here. Travis Jankowski on in left field as a defensive replacement, and Royce Lewis will come in and play third base as well. So the Tigers trying to get things closed out right here. First batter is Corey Seager, and he lifts a high fly into center field that Dulesky handles, and now the Tigers are 2 outs away. Cody Bellinger with 2 strikes. Nice piece of hitting here to take one through the shift and into center field for a 1-out single. And the Dodgers have a chance now with Cody Hosey at the plate. 3-2 pitch is low for ball 4. And now the tying run will come to the plate with 1 away in the inning. And the Tigers are now going to turn to Jordan Hicks. The closer struggled down the stretch, kind of lost his job in the postseason. But here he is in Game 4 of the World Series with an opportunity to redeem himself. And he's got the tying run at the plate in the form of DJ Peters. 0-2 pitch to him is a slider that gets a late swing. That was ugly there for the second out of the inning. Then it's Keibert Ruiz just blew him away, and the Tigers are the champions of baseball. They have shocked the world by sweeping the best team in all of baseball in the regular season. The LA Dodgers have to watch them celebrate here at Comerica Park. They get it done in front of their home fans, and it's the first World Series championship for this franchise in nearly 40 years, and they are fired up. Unbelievable the way this team kind of came together. The pitching just shut down this Dodgers offense the entire series, allowing just 3 runs in 4 games. And they are certainly the collective MVP for this ball club as they got the job done when it mattered the most. Marwin Gonzalez, player of the game today, hit that grand slam that was the just absolute backbreaker in the 8th inning. Dominic Billingsley gets the win with his scoreless inning of work in the 8th. Dylan Floro unfortunately exited the ball game and then watched the home run that ended it. And Jordan Hicks with a save, striking out 2 with the game on the line and the tying run at the plate. So he certainly clutched up and got the job done for the Tigers in this one. We'll take a look at the box score. As for the Dodgers, they were only able to register 6 hits and 3 walks on the day. They struck out 8 times, and yet again, not a single extra base hit allowed by this Tigers pitching staff. Just outstanding job that they did in this entire series, keeping the Dodgers lineup in check, and it paid off yet again. The pitching was outstanding from Dustin May. You have to feel bad for him as he went 7 strong innings and then gets a no decision. Dylan Floro, the hit and the 2 walks, and then left the ball game and watched Ramos give up the grand slam. So the youngster, unfortunately, with a huge blown save there, and the Tigers will take a look at their stats in this one, as they only registered 7 hits on the day and 3 walks. They struck out 11 times, but they made those hits count when it mattered, as Marwin Gonzalez with the huge grand slam in the bottom of the 8th at a time where it didn't leave much of an opportunity for the Dodgers to get back in it. Great day for Kohler, had 3 hits, including a double and a stolen base. Daniel Norris, can't say enough about how well he pitched in this ball game. Just in general, the pitching staff was outstanding the entire series for the Tigers, and they are the champions of baseball. One final look at the line score here, as the Tigers have won the World Series in sweep fashion, taking this one 4-1 in front of their home crowd. Now we will take a quick look at some postseason awards, as Aaron Judge gets postseason MVP, hitting .372 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. He kind of struggled in the World Series, but his collective statistics throughout the postseason were extremely impressive. Also, Les Dulesky, gotta give him credit. He hit .395 in the postseason, stole a ton of bases, and made it easy for those guys hitting behind him to drive in some runs. Burt Kohler, a solid year, hitting .298, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. It seemed like he hit about 500 in the World Series. So it's kind of curious that he did not get World Series MVP because he had some huge hits. And interestingly, it goes to Kristen Stewart. Now, he hit the home run in Game 3 to win it, but other than that, wasn't a real huge contributor. So a curious decision there by MLB The Show to give him that nod. But I don't care. The World Series goes to the Detroit Tigers for the first time in a long time, and that is a tremendous way for us to end this series. We talked about this being the final season anyway, and I think what I might do is actually play a few more seasons and just simulate them, not show you any actual in-game action, and give you a sense of kind of how maybe Bert Kohler's career unfolds, because he's been a key piece of this series. So keep an eye out for that, but absolutely, please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and we will see you all next time.